Welcome, everybody. PK Subban is a superstar game-changing defenseman and one of the most electrifying players in the game. He's a terrific skater, known for his creativity, his playmaking, and his physical style. He is a charismatic personality who embraces his community through his generosity with his time and his resources. PK is 27 years of age, meaning our top four defense corps consists now of PK Romagnosi, Ryan Ellis, and Matthias Ekholm are all 27 or younger. They all skate exceptionally well and will complement one another in Coach Lavlette's up-tempo, aggressive style that emphasizes speed, forechecking, and generating offensive chances. PK has won a Norris Trophy. He's been a two-time first All-Star in the National Hockey League. He's won a gold medal at the 2014 Olympics. He was on the 2011 All-Rookie team. He has won gold medals in 2008 and 2009 at the World's Junior Championships, one of which was 2009 with his new teammate Ryan Ellis. In the last 3 years, he has tallied 50 or more points. And equally important, he's always been heavily involved in charity work and has made a significant contribution to the Children's Hospital in Montreal. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce the newest member of the Nashville Predators and present him with his number 76 jersey, PK Subban. Want to try that on?
Yeah, I'd love to.
That looks really good to me.
Like it?
Your words?
First of all, David, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. The past few weeks have been eventful and mixed emotions, but there's no question that I'm head over heels excited about this opportunity to play here in Nashville. I'm excited about our team. I'm excited about the city, and I'm most importantly excited about the opportunity to win a Stanley Cup. That's what this is all about. Coming here is not a popularity contest. Coming here is about helping this team to win and win a championship. That's what I'm here to do, and I want to do my part, but that's my goal, is to win a cup.
That's applause from the equipment.
Perfect.
PK, based on what you know about this team, I mean, how close are you to the Stanley Cup? What kind of needs to happen to get a little farther in the playoffs at this point?
Well, I think that every day we want to get closer to our goal. You know, for me right now, it's about, you know, coming in, meeting all my teammates, getting used to being in this new city, getting accustomed to new systems and what my role is going to be on this team. And then we'll move forward. We'll take it one day at a time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So there's a process to winning a Stanley Cup, and that's everybody's goal, you know. So I'm just saying what everybody else wants. But I know clear in my vision. I'm 27 years old. I played in the league for 6 years, and I've been to 2 Eastern Conference Finals. And I want to take that next step in my career and put myself in a position to win a Stanley Cup, just like everybody else. But coming to Nashville, I feel we have a real opportunity to do that.
Guys, we have a wireless mic here. If you can just call for the mic before you ask your question, please.
PK, what would you consider reasonable personal expectations for your first season in Nashville? Of course, it's the team concept, but for yourself, getting acclimated and what you want to do to help, what would you consider a reasonable expectation?
Yeah, well, the first thing I want to do, and I had a great conversation with David when I was traded, and then we had another great conversation today. I still want to have the opportunity to sit down with our coaching staff and, like I said, talk about what my role is going to be. I know that everybody in the media are going to talk about what they think my role is going to be or project. I'm not one to project. I want to listen first and get all the information. And then whatever role I'm in, I want to excel in that role. But obviously in the league, my job is to keep the puck out of our net and then help move it up to our forwards so they can put it in their net, right? It's pretty simple, and I want to do that the best way that I can. But obviously my job is not just to be a solid defenseman, it's to generate offense, bring leadership, and all those fine things.
PK, a lot's been made recently about mobile defense, dynamic defense. We saw with the Penguins winning a cup. A lot of the teams that went far in the playoffs had the ability to kind of push the puck up the ice quickly. With the top four that the players have now, including yourself, how do you think the game has evolved to that point? And if it has, how can you guys maybe excel at that under that new kind of style of play?
Yeah, for sure. I think the game is definitely trending in that direction. Where mobile, puck-moving defensemen are, first of all, they're hard to find. You know, to have four of them on your decors, I mean, it's tough. You don't see that in very many teams in the National Hockey League. So it always seems that Nashville's been able to produce and have great defensemen, and I'm just happy to be a part of that decor. But like I said, I think that the way that this team is going to play, it's going to help us move the puck out of our zone, play solid defensively, and be competitive over a long period of time. And that's the goal, is to be able to be successful in the playoffs. And I think that the way this team has trended over the past few years, hopefully I can just come in and support that.
PK, what's the challenge of getting into a new locker room and assimilating with a new group of guys, especially when you're replacing the guy who was kind of the foundation of that locker room?
Yeah, well, I'm not looking to be Shea Weber, because I can't be, and I'm sure he's saying the same thing going into Montreal. You know, we're different players, but we've had a tremendous amount of accomplishments and success in the league. I think coming into Nashville, I just want to look back at the first time I came into the National Hockey League, and I had to get used to new teammates in Montreal and a new city. It's a similar feeling again, but now I have 6 years of experience of dealing with different players and coming into the league, and I definitely say that I'm more prepared now to understand how to come into a new situation and build every day, both your relationships on and off the ice, and just to progress and get better every day.
PK, the trade was, of course, a few weeks ago, but now that you're actually here, you had the jersey on yesterday going around town. What is it like for the first time in your career to have a different jersey on, be in a different setting? How are you feeling about all this?
I think the real question is, what is it like to sing Johnny Cash on the stage at Tootsie's? You know what? It's been really, really fun. Nashville's a fun city with great people and great energy, and you know, I'm a high energy person. Just really a zest for life, I guess you could say. I wake up every morning and I just try to be better person and better at what I do. And I feel like Nashville's the type of city that is filled with people like that. So coming here, I feel right at home. I feel really, really comfortable getting to meet staff and people in management. There's no question that this is a city that I'm going to embrace as a home. And yesterday, I think you guys all got a taste of that.
When you have the meeting with the coaches that you referenced, do you expect you have a lot of, hey, I like this, can we do some of this, or do you expect to just listen the whole time? And when do you think that meeting will take place, the first of those meetings will take place?
I'm not sure, you know, when the meeting's going to happen, but one thing I am sure is I am going to do a lot of listening. You know, I think that, you know, at the end of the day, I'm sure there's going to be things that they like, and there's going to be things that, hey, PK, try to do this, try to do that. I'm sure after my first game, there's going to be some corrections. I'm sure after game 82, there's going to be some things that they want me to do differently. So, you know, I always have an open mind just to getting better. And when you have the coaching staff that I'm going to have now, you know, I mean, I don't think you're doing yourself any help by not listening. So I think I'd probably rather do more listening than talking and soak it all in and just try to use that the best way I can on the ice.
Similarly, David's talking about the youth on this defense as a positive, which I'm sure in some ways it is, but defense a position where experience helps too, and could you end up missing something if there's nobody 30 or older on that unit?
Yeah, it's definitely different, you know, not having somebody older. I mean, I've always had Hal Gill or Andrei Markov or someone like that, but there comes a time in your career where you have to take that jump and that step, and I don't think I'm doing it alone. I look at this team, whether it's just on the back end or not, we have guys like Fish and guys that we can look to that can give us that guidance, who have played with great players and great defensemen. So, you know, and at the end of the day, I think you can lean on someone like Mr. Housley to give you the advice. As a young player, being in the league, being traded, you know, coming into a situation of a team that's been great, where you want to help, but how to do that the right way. So I think it's all about your mindset. Like I said, I see it as an opportunity and I want to take advantage of it.
PK, you referenced this at the beginning about the last several weeks sort of being a whirlwind. When you look back at it, if you've had time to sort of ruminate on what's been going on, what have you learned about yourself in the process of realizing you're leaving a team that drafted you and signed you to a large contract and moving to a new city and a new team? What's been the biggest lesson you think you've learned in that process?
I think just being excited of a new challenge. You know, there's mixed emotions, but deep down inside, I'm really excited about a new fresh start and a new chapter. I think when you think of your life, there's always moments that maybe you're not prepared for, and they come, and it's your mindset that determines what's going to happen. So I think for me, I had a positive mindset right from the start, and you know, I looked at it in a positive way, and I felt really good about it. I felt really good about the opportunity to come into a situation that had a great team, and you know, I felt that, you know, David and Lavi really looked at me as a player that they wanted to come on this team and make a difference, and I feel I can do that. Obviously, leaving Montreal was emotional for me. I have a lot of relationships there, a lot of great ties, and you know, I'll be connected to that city forever. But you know, now it's time, like I said, you know, Christmas Day is over and it's Boxing Day and it's time to move on.
What's it like for you to go from an original 16 where hockey is life to so many people for so many generations to come to a place like Nashville where there's great fan fervor, but it's still a relatively new professional hockey market?
Well, I don't want to belittle the Nashville fans or the energy that they have here, because all I've heard from the players is the energy in this building when they play and what happens in the playoffs. And I've played in this building and the energy is amazing. The energy in the city is incredible. So Montreal's a special place, but this is a special place to play too. And like I said, let's give the fans a reason, and let's give people a reason to get on board. Let's get more fans involved. And by doing that, you got to win.
PK, by embracing the trade to this new city, is there a little bit of you that's a little human and thinking, you know, this trade has not been received well by the fans that you left in Montreal? They're a little upset that they've lost you to another team. How do you look at that, and does it make you feel a little good to know you'll be missed?
It's always great to have support from fans, you know, regardless of whether you play in Montreal, you play in Boston, you know, Nashville, Detroit, wherever. It's always great when fans from both your city that you play in and opposing cities show you love. And I think that playing in Montreal, I've had an extremely amazing relationship with the fan base there, and it's great to see that. Obviously, fans cared about the fact that I'm not going to be there anymore, but you know, listen, I got to give a lot of respect and credit to Shea Weber. He's a great hockey player, and they're getting a great hockey player, and he's a great person as well. And I think they're going to learn to like him there. You know, but at the same token, obviously, I'm going to miss the fans of Montreal, and they're going to miss me. But come puck drop, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just we're ready to move on and turn the page and start a new chapter.
Wondering if you've heard from any of your new teammates and kind of what they've said, reached out to you.
Yeah, I had lunch with Ryan Ellis today and Fish. I've spoken to a couple guys. Obviously, I got to meet Roman Josi. I spoke to James Neal a few times. I'm looking forward to just meeting everybody on the team. I have everyone's numbers now, so I'll be reaching out to them. Most guys are on vacation, so I always try to let guys enjoy their summer vacation, not bug them too much. And I'm sure they've seen a lot of what's been going on. So I'm going to take my time to reach out now that I'm back in North America. So Yeah, but I've reached out to a few guys, and I'm excited to get down here, you know, for training camp and to skate with the guys.